We're following a pinpoint weather alert. Air quality alerts for our area are being extended through tomorrow night because of smoke coming from wildfires in Canada. Millions of acres are burning there almost a month ahead of the official start of the wildfire season. Meteorologist and climate specialist Elisa Raffa is live for us at an air quality monitor in First Ward Park in Charlotte. So, Elisa, you can really see that haze in the air today.
Yeah, on all of our tower cameras, we've been able to see some of that haze. Air quality monitors like the one behind me have been showing some moderate levels or some yellow or orange levels of air quality concern, meaning for those who maybe have lung or heart disease, children, elderly, you can feel it out there today. And I want to take you live into the haze. We've got a live drone for you hovering in Charlotte, courtesy of photojournalist Jenna Pinto, and we're able to see some of that haze in the distance. That gray that you're seeing on the horizon is some of that smoke and that haze. The farther you are from the buildings, the more obscure the buildings look, you get that kind of film, and it's all coming from smoke from wildfires that are burning up in Quebec, Canada, that have been burning almost at record rates, especially for this early in that wildfire season. You typically don't see things like this until July, and that smoke has been bothering everyone from New York down into the Carolinas. It's been incredible. I want to show you the map of the smoke. You can see in Charlotte we've got some of those smoky levels, and then it really picks up to the north of Charlotte, and then look at all that smoke tracking from upstate New York, central New York, with the fires starting in Quebec. Now, how does this happen, right? How are we tapping into atmosphere and air from Canada? Well, it's the jet stream, the path of the winds. That's the winds, the fastest winds upstairs in the atmosphere. It's our highway system, essentially, right? And pulling all of that smoke up and down the East Coast. I mean, I've seen pictures from New York to D.C. of brown skies, really making our haze. I mean, of course, it's hazy and unhealthy, but it's, so much worse up to. So as we go through the next couple of days here, that air quality alert is in effect going into tomorrow. And if we take a look at that future smoke, you can see we'll keep some of that haze around going into Wednesday. As we go into Wednesday night, it starts to clear some. We have a front coming through tomorrow with some showers that will start to knock it out of here. So we'll be able to have some clearer air going into Thursday. So if you are, again, concerned about this air quality, you want to limit your time outside, avoid exercising outside, maybe set that AC to recirculate so it doesn't pull in that air from outside. But again, out here at First Ward Park, you can feel the heat and you can see that haze out there, guys.
Something to keep in mind as you maybe decide to eat outside. Elisa, thank you so much.
Code Red. I'm meteorologist and climate specialist Elisa Raffa. We're live here at an air quality monitor where our alerts have been upgraded for tomorrow. I want to take you live to our drone camera where you can see some of this haze near Uptown. Charlotte has been hazy all day. Coming up next, we're going to detail where exactly the smoke and haze is coming from and when we'll ease some of those breathing conditions and have them be a little bit better. That's coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Queen City News. We'll be right back.
Right now at 5:30, thick haze and smoke from multiple burning wildfires in Canada has invaded parts of central New York today. The unhealthy air is seeping south, making its way to the Carolinas.
And air quality alerts will remain in effect through tomorrow night. Let's bring in meteorologist and climate specialist Elisa Raffa, who's live at an air quality monitor in the First Ward Park area of Charlotte. And Elisa, this is one of the big topics of conversation. I feel like all weekend people have been asking me about this haze.
Yeah, and it's not just around the Carolinas. I've seen on Twitter today, everyone from Boston, New York, D.C., down to the Carolinas, so much of the East Coast dealing with this haze today. And we're at an air quality monitor that has shown some unhealthy levels of air today. And you're looking, we'll take you to a drone video here. This is a live picture of what Charlotte looks like, where we've seen this haze back in the distance pretty much most of the afternoon today. That air quality alert has been in effect all day today, and it continues through tomorrow. Now, we've had some of this light haze through a lot of the day today, but some areas to our north, like I mentioned, New York, Boston, has reported not only being able to see the haze, but smell it. It looked brown in the air, like you just saw from that earlier video, from all of those smoky skies. And I want to take you to a map of where we've got some of that smoke and that haze right now. It's in Charlotte, and you can see the reds just to the north, right? The northern Piedmont and in the higher elevations. And look at where it's coming from. Like I mentioned, up and down the East Coast, where people are seeing and smelling the smoke from New York to Boston into DC. And it's coming from wildfires in Quebec, Canada. You can see the fires source there on that Smoky Skies map, and where it's just dragging everything down the East Coast. Okay, well, how? You have to go upstairs in the atmosphere. You see the path of winds. That's our jet stream. It's the highway that picks up our storms and lets them go. Well, it can also pick up smoke. So that jet stream is pulling that smoke down the East Coast, creating pretty poor air quality conditions. Again, for a lot of the East Coast, New York had one of the top worst air quality in the world today from this wildfire smoke. Okay, around the Carolinas, we'll continue with some of this haze going into tomorrow. We have air quality alerts again going into about midnight on Wednesday. Then a front comes through and tries to clear it out a little bit Wednesday and Thursday, so it could improve by Thursday. But for now, limit time outside. Maybe visit places like malls and movies, right? Indoor air conditioning. Avoid exercising outside. Keep windows and doors closed, and maybe change that AC unit to recirculate inside so you're not bringing in that poor air quality from outside. But yeah, I mean, we've been checking the air quality monitor here at First Ward Park through the day today, and we're expected to continue to find poor air quality going into tomorrow. For now, reporting live in Uptown, meteorologist Elisa Raffa, Queen City News.
Elisa.